Welcome to your piano lesson. Today we're diving into the beautiful world of piano chords. Picture a chord as a harmonious group of musicians, where each musician, or note, plays together to create a rich, unified sound. This is the essence of a chord: 3 or more notes played simultaneously. Grasping chords is like having a secret key. It unlocks the ability to play almost any piece of music on the piano. Now that we know what a chord is, it's time to explore the different types of piano chords. First on our list are the major and minor chords, the backbone of many music pieces. Major and minor chords are like the bread and butter of the music world. They're everywhere. Let's dive right in. Major chords are composed of 3 notes: the root, the major third, and the perfect fifth. The major third is 4 half steps above the root, and the perfect fifth is 7 half steps above the root. Imagine playing a C major chord. You'll start with the C note, move 4 half steps up to E, and then 3 more steps up to G. And voila, you've got yourself a C major chord. On the other hand, minor chords are a little different. They also consist of 3 notes: the root, the minor third, and the perfect fifth. The minor third is 3 half steps above the root, while the perfect fifth remains 7 half steps above the root. So, if we take an A minor chord as an example, we would start with the A note, move 3 half steps up to C, and then 4 more steps up to E. And there you have it, an A minor chord. These chords are the foundation of many songs, from pop to classical. They're like the primary colors of music, from which a myriad of musical hues can be created. Mastering these 2 types of chords will already open up a world of songs you can play. See you in the next lesson. Scene script. Next, we venture into the slightly more complex territory of augmented and diminished chords. Let's start by unraveling the augmented chord. It comprises 3 notes: the root, the major third, and the augmented fifth. The augmented fifth is essentially a perfect fifth, but with an extra half step. So if we take C as our root note, the major third would be E, and the augmented fifth would be G sharp. When played together, these notes make up a C augmented chord, giving a bright, uplifting sound. Now let's delve into the diminished chord. This chord also consists of 3 notes: the root, the minor third, and the diminished fifth. The diminished fifth is a perfect fifth, but with a half step taken away. Using C as our root note once again, the minor third would be E flat, and the diminished fifth would be G flat. Together, these notes form a C diminished chord, exuding a more tense and suspenseful vibe. Playing these chords on the piano follows the same pattern as the major and minor chords. Just remember to adjust for the different third and fifth notes. These chords might seem a bit unusual at first, but they can add beautiful and unique color to your music. They're like the spices in a dish, adding that extra bit of flavor that can make all the difference. So don't shy away from experimenting with them. See you in the next lesson. Finally, we delve into the rich and versatile world of 7th chords. These chords are like the connoisseurs of the music world, adding a depth and complexity that can elevate your music from the ordinary to the extraordinary. At their core, 7th chords are built from 4 notes: the root, the third, the fifth, and the 7th. Imagine you're climbing a staircase. Each step represents a note, and together they form a harmonious structure. The 7th note, as the name suggests, is the 7th step on this musical ladder. It's like the cherry on top, adding a final touch of flavor to the chord. There are 4 main types of 7th chords: major, minor, dominant, and diminished. Each has its own unique sound and mood. The major 7th is like a bright sunny day, full of positivity and energy. The minor 7th, on the other hand, carries a more melancholic tone, like a gentle rain on a quiet evening. The dominant 7th is assertive and decisive, the kind of chord that demands attention. Finally, the diminished 7th is a bit of a wild card. Its dissonant sound can evoke a sense of tension or anticipation. 7th chords bring a depth to your music that can't be achieved with triads alone, so experiment with them, play around, and discover the myriad of emotions they can convey. See you in the next lesson. Well, we've covered a lot in this short time, haven't we? We've delved into the harmonic world of major and minor chords, explored the rich, complex tones of augmented and diminished chords, and ventured into the expressive realm of 7th chords. Each of these elements is a key player in the symphony of piano music. Don't forget, consistent practice will make these chords second nature. Remember, the beauty of music lies in experimentation. Don't be afraid to explore these chords in your own way. See you in the next lesson.